You'd mentioned that you got arrested every summer from, I think, 9 years old to 16 years old. What was the most serious thing you got arrested for during that time?
Shit, I done been arrested for everything from stolen cars, burglaries, assaults. It just, every summer. It was just like, you know, how when it get hot, people outside more, you in the mix, doing different shit, different places. So it came a time after that, it was like, man, this shit really don't benefit me for real, you know? It's only costing me. Then when I got 17, I knew that I was considered an adult. So I could go to the county and shit like that. So I avoided jail after I turned 17 until I was 20.
And you got busted again at 20?
Yeah.
What'd you get arrested for that time?
Manufacturing and delivering cocaine.
I don't hear about too many people selling drugs in Chicago. It's, I don't know if people just don't talk about it as much, but, a lot of other areas, they rap about it a lot, like New York and being a hustler and everything.
I mean, it ain't too many hustlers left in Chicago for real. All the hustlers dead are in jail. For real, for real. If you really want to be honest, shit, if you want to speak on like numbers, out of 100% of Chicago, 85% of the hustlers gonna be out west. Then you got another 15% might be out south. Cause them niggas out west, they get money, but they don't be really with the bullshit. Niggas out south, it's bullshit everywhere.
I hear you. I hear you. As you're growing up, you guys are, you go through a lot of different stuff being in the streets, man. And you lose your first homeboy at the age of 8, your first close homeboy at the age of 18. How did that affect you?
Um, at first it used to hurt, you know, to the point where it bring you down to tears and, you sad. And depending on how they died, depending on, how you can react. Sometimes you'll lose somebody and they'll die in a way you don't even have nobody to retaliate or nobody to look, oh, they did this. It might be a car accident or, bad health or anything. So, after a while, that shit just turned, it don't hurt no more. It's just like a normal thing. Oh, somebody died, yeah, they died. The crying and shit, that part, I'm past that now.
That's it. Yeah, man. I think I seen recently on the internet, THF Gino was killed. Did you know him?
Yeah, I know.
Were you guys close, or was he just a dude from the hood that?
Yeah, I know his whole family. Like we was close.
Is that just like a process of trying to get through it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a big loss for real. Hurt a lot of people.
What was Gino like? How did?
Um, he was a good dude. Family oriented. He had a daughter he loved. I really too much don't care to speak on that for real because it's fresh and it's a touchy subject.
Okay. In Chicago, I've noticed that some sets will have like GDs and BDs both in them.
Yeah, that's old. Like that GD shit, like that shit old. A lot of different areas got all type of different gangs in them. It's just not one. Some areas got one gang in them. Very few, but majority of these niggas is just from everywhere, and they just clicking and linking up.
So was it in the past that like it was like more like all GDs, all BDs in one set, and now it's like is kind of being more different now, or has it always been like that?
Nah, yeah, that's some old shit. It was GDs, BDs, Vice Lords, Black Stones. That was like in the 90s, early 2000s, but as the 2000s progressed, that shit went out the window. It's more so where you from. You know, some people be from a certain neighborhood and then they'll move and go spend their teenage years in the Blackstone neighborhood. But then they still come kick it with their GD homies. They just Blackstone from their neighborhood where they was spent the majority of their teens, where they learned and became the person they is. So they'll just claim Blackstone, but still go back to their old hood. Now, after they done living over there, when they get tired of being over there, you always go back home. So now you back home, you still Blackstone, but you know, you over here with your peoples, and they might be GD.
And that doesn't bother anybody or anything? Like that's
Nah, it ain't about that no more though. You see what I'm saying? Like back in the days, you had certain people that cared about that shit, but don't nobody care about that shit no more now. It's so fucked up out here. You might find a nigga that's GD and get a nigga that's Blackstone that's more loyal to him than another GD is. That GD, BD, Blackstone, none of that shit don't matter no more.
and THF was mostly BDs. And did you guys have any GDs from there?
Yeah, it wasn't mostly nothing for real. It's all different type of shit for real.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a whole bunch of different shit. You got GD, like I said, everywhere got a mixture of shit though. It ain't just one gang no more. You got a few different areas that still just got straight Blackstones on this block, straight GDs on this block, but for the most part, it's a little bit of everything everywhere for real.
Okay.